Hey art lover, hello newbie. Welcome to another art tutorial with me, Tracy Ann, on CrushonCovers. And I just want to remind you to get the reference guide on Amazon. And today I will be talking about monochrome, creating an art that has only one color. And from that art, or from that one color, you can actually have tints and shades and just, creating a whole complete picture that tells a story with one color. If you've ever heard about the one color challenge, that is actually a monochrome challenge. You can say monochromatic art or monochrome. All right, I just want to apologize for the lighting. I'm just experimenting on a new light, and it's just not finding the best result right now, so I still post it, but I apologize in advance. It might flash a little bit. Alright, so I'm using the Winsor and Newton Designer Gouache in red ochre. This is a intense red that looks like burgundy, a shade between burgundy and red. And the more you dilute it, the lighter it becomes, as you can see. Alright, so I just want to say that if you have not developed an art style that you like, the best thing to do is to look at other artists' style, and then the one that you find yourself more gravitated towards to want to create, you have something that has something to do with your art style. Your art style is more so from your interests and what you want to create, how you want your creation to look, to turn out in the end. So that's basically what an art style is. A lot of people are saying they don't know what their art style is, but in my experience, I had the same issue too. An art style is definitely what you're most gravitated towards. So say, okay, you're gravitated towards portraits, towards painting, towards anime. Even if you're gravitated to all 4 or 5 of these art technique or style, not a problem. You fall somewhere in between to make a mix. So what you need to do is to create a picture that can incorporate all of those art style that you like, and that will form your art style. All right, so enough of that, just because I'm doing a character piece here. And I mostly like to paint. I like landscaping and so forth, but I like a little bit of anime, and I don't totally like my pictures to be extremely real, but I like a little touch of realism as well in the painting. So hence this is how I develop my art style. All right, so let's talk about tone. The tone of a monochrome picture or any picture, tone has to do with visual effects, the lighting. And I can't stress, I apologize 100 times for the lighting of this thing, this work here. I really apologize. So, so visual effects has to do with the tone, the mood, the deepening, the shading, how the picture actually turns out. That's the tone of the picture or the color, right? So you can either add black or gray to any hue to either deepen the shade or lighten the shade, depending on the type of shade you want. So right now, because I'm using only one color, I'm desaturating the hue or the color with water, which is a neutral medium. So that gives me different tints. All right, so with that, let me say hue. Hue means a natural, pure base color, mean nothing added or mixed to it. So see how I have the red ochre and I don't add any other color like a black to make it deep or brown or anything. I just leave the color as is. The only thing I'm doing is working from the original hue, which is the original color, and desaturating it with water. All right, so that's hue. Hue means pure, a base color that nothing is added to form that color. All right, it's its original composition. So when I say tint, I'm talking about desaturating it, like I'm doing here, desaturating to get a lighter shade of the red ochre and making it look slightly pinkish. that is desaturation. That is called tinting. So you can add, because it's a monochrome and I'm monochrome art I'm doing, so I'm not adding anything, no other color to get a lighter shade. It's only water. But if you're not doing a monochrome at painting or art and you want to get a lighter shade, you can add white or some other cool neutral color, like say cream or butter, kind of a color in paint, to desaturate or to lighten the original hue. So that will give you different shades. So like my red ochre here, if I added white to it and keep adding white to every mixture that I get, I would have actually a lighter and a lighter and a lighter shade, creating the tint that I want. Okay, but I'm only using water at the moment because I'm doing a monochrome art. You got it. Alrighty, so when I'm talking about shades, shades mean darkening, depth. If you look at the corner of my picture here that I'm doing, you see depth, a little bit of darkening. Even though it's an original hue, that means it's got a deep shade. Even in her hair color, it's got a deep shade. That means there's some depth to it. Okay, so if you're not doing a monochrome now, you can add darker color to the original color or original hue to make it deeper, richer, get a darker shade. So that's what shades mean. Adding something to make it richer, deeper, get that intensity. All right, so shades, deep, dark, intensify when you hear shades. Tints, lights, lightened, desaturated, just faint, right, in color. That's what you think about. Hue, only one color, an original one color, nothing added to create that color. That's a hue. And tone would be the visual effect, the turnout of the painting, the mood that it puts the viewer in. Whether it's light or it's dark, it's pale, it's got some, that's why when you see grayscale is actually a really good example. Even though there's no color to it, you can tell the mode, the tone of the picture, the way how it is actually shaded. All right, so light areas, dark areas, values, and all of that creates the tone. So all of that come together can present with values of the painting, and values reflect on the light and the darkness. How you have lighter areas in the picture and darker areas in the picture, where the light source is coming from to shine on the image that you're actually creating. Even there's an illusion in your mind to represent, but you can definitely tell the light source, darker areas, and you have lighter areas. So that would be the value of the composition of your artwork. All right, so I hope this helped a little bit. But definitely give yourself a monochrome challenge, because it helps you with the as I mentioned, tints and shades and the whole value of creating art. So you are able to tell a better story, even if it's just one picture and you have one color. All right, so that's how I get my practice, which I'm still working on. But creating one color challenge art is actually a great way to learn values and composition for your art. All right, guys, if you have not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscription button. Definitely give it a like, thumbs up, and stay tuned if you want to see more of these character designs that I'm doing. That's fine, but I'm just bringing out some demonstrations with monochrome, because that's the topic I'm working on at this moment. Monochrome, and I'm doing a little bit of inking, so stay tuned for the inking videos. And I gotta get a hang on this lighting because it's driving me nuts too. All right, sorry, I'm just watching it and getting a little bit irate because I don't like it flashing, but I don't know yet how to control the flashing, but I'm working on it. So my apology. All right, guys, thank you so much. Go ahead, hit that subscription and watch the rest of the video to the end. Please have a great and godly day. God bless you. Ciao, ciao.